Access. All right. Thank you again. And you are here for us to chat a little bit about self-expansion. And I would love to share with you the difference between self-development and self-expansion. And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm going to give you a little peek too behind the scenes of the Self Expansion Unlocked program. So if you're curious about what's inside, about how the community works, or about how it can support you maybe on your journey, then you are in the right place. This is all about kind of pulling back the curtain and giving you an insider's look at what makes the program so special and so transformative. But before we get started, I want to talk to you about the difference between self improvement and self expansion. So, what do you think might be the difference in that? Give me an idea of what, if you're listening, you're catching us live, you can put it down in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, let me know that too, so that we can kind of touch base and connect. And what do you think is the key difference between, between self-improvement and self-expansion? Have you ever wondered that? Okay, so let's talk about it for just a minute before we dive in, because I want to share, because I feel like this is kind of key to the transformative power of the self-expansion program. Because self-improvement, I mean, let's be honest, when we talk about self-improvement, how many times have we tried to do something to improve ourselves? To read a book, to learn more about this or that, because we want things to be different or look different, or, you know, we're expecting something that we don't have and we're trying to find it. And sometimes that's not really a good feeling because we're always striving for more and we get trapped in this cycle of perfectionism. And it's like we're always wanting to find the answer. But self expansion is so much different. It's not about fixing yourself or, excuse me, or constantly trying to be someone you're not. Instead, it's about discovering your wholeness. So think about that. You and I, we are already whole right now. In this very moment, we are all that we need to be. And self expansion is really about recognizing that you are enough exactly how you are, and learning how to experience a deep satisfaction in your life, even when things feel chaotic or a little out of sync. Self expansion helps you to figure out and to tap into your wholeness so that regardless of what's going on outside of you, around you, you feel contented, supported, and loved. So I'm just curious, is that kind of an aha moment for you? I'm checking to make sure we're still going live here in the group. But I just feel like I wanted to bring that distinction up to for you to what the difference is in the the difference between self-expansion and self-improvement. So now let's talk a little bit more about self-expansion. We've told you what it's not. It's not trying to constantly fix something. It's not. And it is about accepting, acknowledging, and recognizing that you have what it takes to feel deeply satisfied already within your being. Okay, not necessarily the human aspect of being a human, but the being aspect, the inner peace. And so that's what the self-expansion program is all about. It is a program that's designed to help you master your mindset and find lasting inner peace and happiness, regardless of what's going on around you. And I know that that impacts us in a very real way. But if you are the kind of person who is in a space where you're constantly trying to improve yourself and you don't want to have to prove yourself anymore, and you're ready to embrace the truth that you are already whole, then this is something that I would like for you to kind of listen to and tune into, because it is not about chasing perfection, finding the perfect life, because life isn't perfect. And I don't want you to feel like in this group, Essentials for Peace and Balance, that we are in a constant state of self-improvement, because we're not. We are about expanding into who we already are. It's already within you. And that's what self-expansion is about. Learning how to tap into that inner being, that inner peace. And I think you'll start to understand that no matter what's going on around you, you can experience deep satisfaction in life. Do you really believe that? Do you think that it's possible that no matter what's going on, you can experience a deep satisfaction in your life? The chaos, the challenges, they do not define who we are. We define who we are. And I think so often high achievers get caught up in that mindset that we are serving those people and we are constantly trying to be better and do more, but we don't have to. And that's what the Self-Expansion Unlocked program is about. It's about learning how to embody the changes that allow you to reconnect with your inner self, with your faith, and live life on your terms. So let's dive in a little bit to the heart of the program, and that's the curriculum. And I have a form here that I'd like to share with you. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if it's going to let me do that. Yeah, I think it is going to. Hold on just a minute. Let me double check on that. Want to make sure I'm on the right page. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to talk just briefly about the curriculum. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I am just going to show you what is included in the self-expansion program in all of the modules. And it's just an opportunity for you to evaluate, to expand, and to evolve, not to fix yourself. It's like a step-by-step path to that inner power that already exists within you. And the first few sessions in the self-expansion program is just really setting the stage for that self-image expansion. And this module, it's really the foundation of the program. And it guides you to start and end your day from a place of power and peace. Each session requires only about 8 minutes, and it really helps you start to integrate this into your daily routine. So that's what happens in the first part when we do that self-image expansion. The next one is on body mastery, this old human body that we've got. And this really focuses on the essential aspects of self-expansion, which is really your relationship with your body. And this is something that's often overlooked with high achievers. So it's an opportunity to really redefine the connection that you have with your body. And the key is it's for long-term fulfillment, and personal growth, even as your body ages and gets older. And you know what? It's going to change. And you have to have a solid foundation with your body so that you will be able to move forward in a way that still recognizes that brilliant mind you have. So that's the body mastery. Let me move on just a little bit more. Mind mastery, we know that we high achievers often face endless dissatisfaction. It's just a true human nature thing. And we stress out and we get frustrated when our minds go unexamined. And what does that mean? When we're not focusing and really looking in to what is at the core, not the surface level thoughts that come and go, but at the core. And we learn to expand that self-image and really develop a healthy relationship with your mind and your thinking. And it teaches you how to rise above those common pitfalls and strengthen your connection for lasting peace and clarity. So you're not trying to improve anything. You're just tapping into what's already there. And the next section, the modules on belonging mastery, these are on your connection with other people. And whether it's in your personal space or your professional spaces, this is a couple of modules that really help you become more confident, feel more at ease when you're around others, and being able to advocate for yourself and even for people that are in your circle of influence without feeling guilty or uncomfortable. It just really taps into that true confidence in your relationships with yourself and with those people around you, and the different settings. All right, the circumstance mastery. Now, this one is really a deep dive into learning how to master your circumstances and navigate life's challenges in a way that feels confident and where you are leading with peace, even in the ups and downs, like I mentioned earlier, and maybe the chaos or when things feel out of sync. You can still lead with that inner calm and peace and use that to soften the impact of all of those external stressors. And it allows you to just let go a lot of that outside stuff. And then the last modules, they focus on rewiring your brain for results. And really what that is just learning to tap into what you're saying to yourself to become more cognizant of what it is that is either has you feeling like you're not sure what's going on, or that you're focusing on some of the chaos that's going around you or the things that you haven't accomplished. It's just teaching your brain that you can move forward regardless of what's going on. And it makes it a lot more real when we can do that. So that's just a sneak peek into the self-expansion program. And I just appreciate you taking the time to listen to um, this session. And I'm going to come on here next week, and we're going to talk about the self-expansion community. It's a group. It's not on Facebook. It is a community that is part of my Courage Hub, and it's a portal where we can go in and we can get private support. And we have Q&A sessions in there and weekly check-ins, but we'll talk about that next time. So thank you for joining me right now. And the exciting part is that the self-expansion spring cohort, the doors just closed to that. It was the 20th, March 20th was the last day. But for those of you who are listening and you've paid attention to kind of what's in the curriculum and you'd like to learn a little bit more about it, I am opening the doors back up so that you can register if you would like to. But before that, I think you might want to get on a clarity and expansion call with me so that we can talk in detail about what your situation feels like right now and see if maybe this self-expansion unlocked program is something that you would be interested in learning more about. So thank you for joining me, and I'm going to say goodbye, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.